Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. Let's continue our custom mode run, aka restart a run, aka, well, it's not really restarting, it's just the beginning of a run. What are we gonna play today? Invisible after 5 seconds without attacking. The first invisible attack inflicts plus 150% damage, brutality, and survival on a scroll. Well, recently, we had a, I think it was a survival run that had a Nerves of Steel that ended up not being a very good run because I didn't fight a very good boss that I was well equipped for. We then did a tactics run, I want to say. So we could pretty much do whatever the heck we want, but I got to admit, I'm looking at this, like Wrecking Ball, a couple of survival equipments, pretty good stuff there. Of course, Frantic Sword and Firebrand is a very, very good brutality setup. Tactics sucks. Although with the Electric Whip, we can go and fight the Death boss, since the Electric Whip is actually pretty good against Death. I did see Lemon's posted video about him actually fighting the Death boss with the Electric Whip, and it seems like the Electric Whip just eliminates all of the floating scythes on the level. But I gotta take a Wrecking Ball because it's funny. No, put this here. We'll do a survival run with an early Wrecking Ball, and then we'll probably not use this forever, but we'll use it for the time being. And the Wrecking Ball, I mean, it wrecks, so we'll see. Hopefully we don't take too much damage trying to get this Wrecking Ball to work correctly for us. Oh, good. 813 damage on a hit, huh? Oh, and look at this. We're no longer invisible, but we get more stats. I'm gonna take it. I don't really care too much for the invisibility. I would rather just not get hit. Also, I still have... Okay, I got hit using the bow, which was kind of hilarious, but I was gonna say, we still have the bow if we need it. Actually, what I should do, what I'm realizing here, is I should definitely... Whew, it didn't hit him? Should definitely use the grenades as much as possible because they do deal so much goddamn damage. Excuse me. Manuel Welcome says, I did my first past today, it was Laser Lily. Ah, the best character. You've got good tastes, my friend. Extra jump, let's take that. We gotta go up. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lots of little jumps. I'm just gonna do it all in one go. Okay. Am I missing something? Did that not just go directly through the enemy? I think that went directly through that guy and it didn't do anything, so good start, Wrecking Ball. You're really making me proud here. Making Papa proud. You know what, we don't need skills. I think our skills are fine enough as is. Especially with the biters and I think explosion on enemies. Nope, just biters. That's good. I think I'd rather have that than the infantry bow. Please fall, thank you. I'm not good. Oh, Panchaku, if only it was the right run for it. I'm stuck. If only I was good with the Wrecking Ball, but I don't think it's very good. I've used it on a couple of occasions. Not to very good effect, though, I want to say. Extra jump is so good with those spikes, it is. Wait a minute, I didn't get my amulet back. I still have the extra jump equipped. As much as I like the extra jump early, I want the damage. Give me the stats. Lemon says, I want to master this weapon, it looks so fun. The thing is, the wrecking ball, it does seem like a pretty fun weapon. It's just slow as molasses. I'd rather have a nutcracker. I mean, look at this. Nearly the same damage, but way better on crits as well. Although I suppose what you could do, kill rhythm both of these, but then that's just gonna take a long time to get any attack patterns out, but I don't know, should we go, you know what, let's hold on to the nutcracker, keep the wrecking ball for a little while, and then as soon as I take like 8 hits of damage and then I'm like, oh god, I suck, I'm gonna die. Got him. Then I will consider swapping out the wrecking ball. It does hit for 1,000. Hey Valerie Hellery, welcome. How are you doing today? You good? You good. Welcome to our daily Isaac routine. What hit me? So it did 3,000 on that final hit. It seems, I mean, it seems okay, but I just think it's way too slow. So if that did 3,000 on the final hit on a crit, right? I want to switch back to this nutcracker and crack some nuts for a minute. I'll eat the food. Change nutcracker to ball buster. Hey, busting my balls over here, man. I'm not gonna eat this food though. I don't want that much malaise. If I really wanted to, I could maybe pick my path depending on what has decent malaise management, which would probably just be the, there's nothing there. Would probably just be the Arboretum. Game wants me to go there as well. All right, I can do that. I'll do it. I think the malaise reduction there is actually totally acceptable. It's not very big, long, slow to maneuver through levels. And we'll do it. Connie says, I wish you could switch the DPS values to show damage per hit values on weapon cards. It would be really cool is if that also showed you how many attacks the combo had and then all of the individual damage per hit that it does, because, you know, that changes. Yes, I would also love to have more in-depth weapon numbers, but even beyond that, what I would prefer to have is accurate damage numbers, because these all lie. Not all of them, I suppose, but a lot of them lie, and I don't remember which ones lie and which ones tell the truth. I'm not, you know, a child in a fantasy world, you know, walking up to 2 doors with faces on them that talk about truths and lies. I'm playing a damn video game here. What are we doing? We are getting our good old perks here. How'd you open that biome map? Open the map, and at the bottom of the screen, it'll tell you how to open the biome map. Depending on if you're on gamepad or keyboard. For me, it's X. Switch map display is what it says. Man, this is just way better. I really think that maybe the wrecking ball is just a meme weapon. It can do a lot of damage, but I think you're just better off in almost all situations with something that goes faster. Although, I do see the value of maybe jumping on an enemy's head and one-shotting them. I think that's just unrealistic, and you're gonna put yourself in a bad position when you need something faster. You know, it's not just about, yeah, why not? Whoa, no, 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 no. That was dumb. Could you get away from me, please? It's not just about being able to one-shot enemies, it's about being able to survive when you can't one-shot the enemies. And I think that, in particular, is where there's a little bit of lack. Please move. Thank you for the food. You fool! You foolish fool! Hold on. Connie said it would be nice if Dead Cells had mod support so it could be modded. Does it not have like any mod support at all? Like Steam Workshop or anything like that? I think I've seen mods in the Steam Workshop, so I'm sure maybe something works. Hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, well, we're not gonna get any HP back off of that. By the way, hey you. That's very interesting. All right. I mean, that could have been handled better. I thought he would have died to the boomerang, though. Did you, like... Okay, please go away. Thank you. I thought that guy would have died on the boomerang. There's only like 4 enemies in this game that hit me anymore. That's one of them. I could die to a boomer, says Grissia. Boomer! Random weapons. I would like a new weapon, please. Okay, that's a absurd amount of damage on a flint. An oven axe with life steal. And a war spear. Am I not wrong to think that maybe a healing oven axe would be kind of funny for a little while? We don't have to keep it forever, but if I can one-shot enemies, get a lot of damage in, and then heal, I think that would be good enough. Why not the plus 40 damage flint? Too easy. Too easy. We don't need that. We don't need that crutch. We're pro gamers. Am I healing off of this? I guess I am. Nope, come here. Now this I like, rather than the oven axe. Let's get the heck out of here. We gotta keep moving. Something about this is, it feels better. Clonk. It also just feels like it kills enemies way faster too, which is probably accurate. You see, who needs healing if you can just get the health back yourself, right? Conk, conk, conk. Hey, so far it seems like it's been a pretty good purchase. I think I got him. Nope. Thank you. We've healed like 40% so far. Oh my god, we can finally get 1 point in something that gives us HP. 22% of health, it would be too easy, won't take the flint. To Fault, welcome. AJD, hello as well. Good evening. Welcome. Something, something Renwick customer. Okay, you know what? Fair. Okay, also probably fair. Also, you took way more hits than I thought. Okay, we should probably not equip the thing that does double damage anymore. Sure, projectile damage reduction. Hold on. True micromanagement gaming happening right here. I need to go get this. Ooh, wait a minute. Need to go get this scroll, man. Luckily there were no spikes down there, otherwise this would have been a short run. Don't come over here. We don't need new skills. The skills are still fine. Woo. Luckily that guy is stunned when he's turning into elite. Makes my job much easier. Clonk. Okay, we gotta be a little careful here. We're almost done with the level though. As soon as we go to the next level and we have disengagement again, I'm a little bit more willing to go for the high value plays and try to get all my HP back. Because I think it's funny. You know what? Again, don't forget. You're here forever, and also don't forget to use your damn grenades. I didn't hit the roll button for some reason. That's not even like a gameplay issue. That's just me. No, God, hitting the wrong button. Is it just me or did it get really hard all of a sudden? Hey. By the way, where's my floor food? Haven't seen any floor food. I'm not gonna heal, because if we die, I'd rather just die. I would like my floor food, though. Hey. We good? Oh! He almost got me. Come here. Come on. Come on. How are we not done with the freaking malaise yet? Survival in here, you made it hard. Nah, we're fine. Just have to find some freaking floor food, man. I'm so hungry. I'm starving. So hungry. This is a whole nother zone too. God damn it. There's a bonus rune too. Are we ready to just jump in there and get hit by a spike and die? Oh baby, I am. No. You go there. Where am I? Got a little confused. Hey. Got some more scrolls. Alex Jojo, welcome. Is this game good? Yes. The reason I've played so much of it, because this game is actually freaking fantastic. That's not food. Although right now the game sucks because I'm not finding any food, and I'm very hungry. Where's the food at? Too good, as a matter of fact. The game is too good. Well, there's a scroll. Where's my food? We have 8% health. You know what? If we have 8% health, then it doesn't matter what we get hit by. Let's at least get to like, I don't know, 25% health. He knows I'm here. He will try to kill me. I'm not scared. Are you scared? I'm not scared. It's a cat and a new infantry bow. Also you. I think we could probably take cat. Cat is really nice, and it's better than Death Orb, I think, because it's like continuous damage. Got 11% health. That's something, right? There's only 3 enemies left remaining. You know what? We did get a 50 food drop on this floor, didn't we? That's not good. Why, that ain't good at all. This is just a free path. I don't think I found the floor food, so I'm still holding out hope that with a little bit more exploration we can find floor food, and then I can do the jumping puzzle without actually having to heal first. If I have to, I have to. Also, I don't want you to be a mimic. But you got a nutcracker and another flint as well. There's one enemy, one singular, tiny, little enemy. That's money. That's not the floor food? Guys, I'm losing my mind. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I have not found the floor food. Scroll addiction brings out the greed. Yes, it does. All right, let's do this. Just don't get hit, forehead. I mean, we have 208 HP. Surely that's enough to survive one spike trap. 243, I mean. You worried? I'm not worried. I've done this 100 times before. Your safety is all but guaranteed. I mean, this should be the easy one. Which is also why this is the one that I get hit by like half the time. This is just a big old jumping puzzle, which is super easy. Final trap. Hey! Bam, 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 bam. Give me my scrolls back, please. Now let's get the heck out of here before we get ourselves killed. Unless we want to go buy an item from the shop and it might be a mimic, and then that would be very hilarious. I think I just want to go. I want to get my disengagement back. My disengagement back. And where the heck is the exit? There it is. Okay. We're alive. My God, he's done it. Now, I do need new weapons. I need something survival for my second slot. Boomerang doesn't cut it. None of this cuts it either. 5 seconds have already passed. According to law, floor food belongs to the germs now. Well, I mean, if I could get it back. I feel like maybe necromancy would be kind of nice right now. That's a lot of health regen. I'm going necromancy. And then I'm gonna get rid of this oven axe. Well, actually, let's keep oven axe temporarily, but then we'll get rid of it later, I think. Yeah, that's why the food's infected. It's infected with cooties and germs. ba. That's a freaking baseball bat, my lord. That's mighty fine. Double damage on burning oil. Whew. Oh, yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have that over the Nutcracker. It's literally better. There's something over there. There you are. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. They're all dead. Also, you're all dead. There's only one more that we have to kill, I think. We'll just chuck one of those down there. Wow, it didn't even aggro him, huh? All right. Coming in! The bonks begin! Hey, come here, get bonked. The bonker's back in town! No. You can't get me. I'm the best at bonking. I bonk with the best of them. Hey, go kill that rat, please. I mean, it's cat versus rat. It's what he's made for. You know what? You got me. Nobody's perfect. I'm far from it myself. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to walk over here real quick. Just basically never stop swinging. We had the burning oil synergy there too. As long as you never stop swinging, nothing can stop you. Well, except for like weird laser beams. That can also like stop you pretty easily, actually. Abe is the scout. Donk, donk, donk. That's a hefty food drop there. Hefty. Why is it always the lasers? We don't even need that food drop because we've healed. We've done it ourselves, damn it. Man, thank you, grenades. That actually helped out. Each grenade kill gave me a little temporary freeze there. Take me out to the ball game. What we need is a baseball item, which kind of functions as a grenade, except it hits the enemy, bounces back, and if you hit it, you get like a T-ball animation that plays or something. Oh. Arcatraz says, you know, I miss our marginally effective bouncing stone. The legendary bouncing stone was pretty fun off of the last run. Thank you for reminding me what the last run was. And it would be exceptional for this area, this combat. Lots of just low ceilings. Aha. Aha! Lots of low ceilings and good places to abuse the crap out of a bouncing stone. Absolutely. Oh, there's the food. That's what I was going back for. I just forgot where it was. Normally when I loop back on this floor, I go back to the beginning anyways, so I did that naturally, and then I was like, what am I doing? What am I looking for? And then I found it eventually. All right. The stone was good for the Watcher. Did we use the stone on the Watcher? I can't remember. I will say though that the stone is not actually as good as I thought it was, because when we used it against Spoiler Boss, it bounced off the shield. And doesn't the Watcher also have a shield? So I feel like the stones would bounce off of the Watcher as well, but I don't remember. I don't even remember if we had it during that fight, honestly. Jeez. I think what happens is that when the Watcher goes into the background with the shield, it's in the background layer, so you can't actually interact with it. Anything that you shoot at it will just go through it. So I think that's the difference, is that it bounces off of Spoiler Boss, but against the Watcher Boss, it's technically not hitting it, it's just going through it. So I think that's the big difference. What are we doing here today? We got some packs, we got some stuff. Stunned or rooted is the crit. So slowdown's not gonna cut it. Unless we can hit enough times to freeze enemies, which is probably not gonna happen. You know, out of all of this, I really just don't know what to take, so I'm just like, you know, fall back onto something simple like gas. We already have healing, and so this basically is permanent damage bonuses, like double damage. Berserk? I took Berserk once before, and I really did not like it because it didn't seem to stop me from getting stunned, which is half the value of the perk. At least I believe that to be the case. I thought you would do a back kick on that one. So yeah, not a big fan of Berserk. The one time I took it, I was far from impressed. You jerk. I like that even the cat is giving me ring-a-ding-a-ling-ding. No. How did you get away from me? No. Stop it. Berserk, I use it so I can run into enemies head first. So Berserk, sell it to me. It's when you... Legendary. That's gonna hurt. It's when you get hit. No, when you kill an enemy, you get damage reduction. I don't really want damage reduction. I want damage increasing, right? Explosive decoy. Turns you invisible for 13 seconds and attracts nearby enemies, explodes after 13 seconds or upon reactivation, increases your movement speed. I'll take this over the grenade, I think. It's legendary. I feel like that did, like, no damage. Well, I guess we're gonna be... Oh, it's another freaking... Oh, that went perfectly. Yeah, that explosive decoy did, like, no damage. I'll say it again. I had a long time ago. This was back when the legendaries would scale with 2 stats. I had an explosive decoy that basically one-shot the Hand of the King, and I don't know why, but since then I've never had an explosive decoy that I liked. All the damage from them just seems so incredibly low. The legendary sorting hat. Well, it's a sorting hat, except it's like... Stop hitting me. Can't let you get away. So let's see. Oh, the explosive decoy isn't even here yet. It's still on cooldown. Hey, how much money is that? Hold on. $10,000, but you get cursed. How much curse is it? It's a lot, right? I think it's like 20 curse, which is kind of funny that you get a scroll for 10. 5. I don't think it's 5. I really don't want that much curse. Hello, you're not going for the decoy. Also, the decoy did like virtually no damage. Yeah, honestly, I think I might just get rid of the decoy. I think it's... Hello. I think the damage bonus, or just the damage from it, is just very subpar. No balls. It's more like you just don't need that much money in a run. Dong, dong. Like, if you ever need that extra 10,000, that's like what, a fifth to a tenth of your the amount of money you would normally get on a run. What are you doing with your cash in that case? Dong. You know, I'll get the cough syrup. Whoa! It's a legendary assault shield. How does that work? Stuns the victim? You know what? I'll take it. It seems actually perfect, doesn't it? Yeah, no, this seems like actually insanely good for our current weapon combination, because we can stun the victim. Yeah. Do the shield tech. Oh, it's another one. I don't want it. Do the shield tech. I don't know the shield tech. I learned it accidentally myself once. There's like some way you can increase your speed significantly. Shield then roll. Aha! There it is, yeah. So it is press and hold shield, then roll will do it. I don't know why that's the case, but that's so weird. Oh, you know what? I remember doing something similar with, but I think it was with the meat skewer, like a assault shield into a meat skewer to give you insane range on it. I think. Hidden roller skates. Roller action, action, action. Come here. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a drop here. Got him. That was it? Just the one enemy? Okay. There we go. Lots of these freaking jokers. I'm defenseless. I'm waiting for him to walk back over here. Oh, he didn't do it. The thing about maybe if I remember the decoy, like the issue with it is that on 5 BC and whatnot, the enemies will still teleport to you. Is that correct? I don't know. I remember there being some issue with it. I just always forget what the specific issue was, because there's always issues with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 27 enemies remaining, so in theory we could get the money. I am not getting the money. We do not need it. Maybe this will be the run though where I learn to value the assault shield. I'm trying to figure out if there's a better way of using the assault shield and then attacking. Because when you use the assault shield, there's a very tiny moment where you can't attack. It doesn't matter as long as it lands, because you'll stun the enemy. Also, that apparently was not a parry. Maybe it can't parry. Maybe it only blocks. I thought this could parry. Oh. In any case, we're good. I like what we got. Lack of greed disturbs me. This is Alcatraz. We just don't need the cash. We never need the cash. Yeah, parries with the shield are weird because the shield will also stun the enemies when they get hit, stopping their attack. Or not. So you have to have the attack land against the shield to count technically as a parry, and if it doesn't actually count as a parry. Like what you just saw right there, I slammed that mother trucker with my shield and then he still hit me. It doesn't make any sense. It's the reason why I don't ever use assault shields, because it just doesn't work sometimes. It is a very wonky weapon. We are out of here though. Let's check out the shop and then get... Oh, you're winning? Harrison, welcome. I hope I'm winning. We're gonna be looking for a new baseball bat because we have a great synergy with the baseball bat with the shield. Pair with assault shield, you need to parry and roll at the same time. So you need to do this? Does this make it more consistent? If this makes it more consistent, I'll do it. But I would have thought that this would still work. Flint Tech says Lemon. I don't have dexterous enough fingers for that, okay? This biome feels like it would be way too humid for this outfit. It is like full of wool. Ooh, are you Mimic? You're not a Mimic. It's still a better baseball bat, and I will buy it. Thank you. Thank you. No, so I know that this is how you do speed assault shield parry. You hold Y and press B. But does that make the parry more likely? Does that help with the fiddliness of the assault shield parry? That's the question. Because right now, the assault shield parry is a little fiddly. If that makes it better, then I'll be more likely to use it. More effective. But do you just mean more effective because I'm just slamming through more enemies, or do you mean it's more likely to parry? More consistent, yes. Okay, then I might do that. Because I've already seen a couple of times where that parry just didn't land, even though it should have. We do not need any of this. Double damage, lightning bolt. I don't get it all the time. Baseball bat. Do we have anything that works here? Pretty much no. We're not gonna be doing any fire damage or anything like that, so I think we're just gonna do the boss. Like every shield, you need to do it correct timing. Except for most shields, you can, as long as that like arc in front of you is hitting the enemy's attack, it will parry. But for the assault shield, oh, different like color on the assault shield it looks like here. Maybe it's just the lighting. For this shield, it like stuns the enemies instead of actually. Oh. It incorrectly stuns the enemies. Makes it not work correctly. It counts as like a stun instead of a parry. I do like very quickly getting over to my safe corner. That's handy. Okay, I had to do an extra one. That counted. Whoa! We good? I don't know what's happening, okay? Sometimes I'm parrying and sometimes I'm smacking him. I do like vacuuming up all the money with the shield though. Okay, what are we doing? Mushroom boy, no. Ice bow, no. That corner is such an exploit, lol. It does feel real nice though. Sorry. Sinew slicer, victim of bleeding spreads it. I'm actually not that against it. I know that it does pull aggro, but it does it in a way that I'm okay with. Well, more like, I don't really care if enemies aggro towards me. If they'll die, they'll die. If they die, they die. Shield causes end lag on Mama Tick, end lag plus stun. What the hell is end lag? Press Y and hope for the best, I guess. It stuns when you hit the enemies before they attack. See, but that's the problem though, because every other shield, there's the arc in front of you when you press parry will last for a moment, and then the enemy can attack into that arc and it counts as the parry, but that doesn't happen with this shield. You have to hit the enemy during their attack animation, but you can't hit the enemy, you have to hit the hitbox for their attack, and it's just so wonky. And part of the reason for that is because if you don't parry, you can't parry again. If you stun the enemy with the impact of the shield, you can't toss out another one quickly. It's just wonky. It goes against the rules of parrying, so I don't like it as a shield, but it works well for the weapon that we have. I'm gonna get rid of the explosive decoy. It's not good. It is not good. End lag means she will not attack you if you press shield. What? You can chain parries with the shield, but again, it has to be a parry. It can't be a block. Rather, it can't be a stun. It's so like I just don't want to. I don't want to do it. Where are we going though? Enough talk, more action. We can go graveyard. Graveyard cavern. Mausoleum. The block causes her to not attack trust. The thing is that I believe you that there's some mechanic that I don't understand, but you're not explaining it in a method that I can understand it. I don't know what end lag means. I don't know what she will not attack if you press shield means. Do I have to parry her, hit her with the the shield and stun her. Like, I just don't understand what the mechanic is, so I'm kind of just ignoring it for now. If there's like a description of it on the wiki or a video that explains it, I might look into that, but I just don't get it. I can't comprehend right now. Also, I gotta keep the run going. Nest. I want to go graveyard, and then I think I want to maybe go cavern, but let's go graveyard. Or we could go bank. You want to go bank? You want to go bank with a... Bank with a wish? If we go wish, wouldn't it be better to go cavern? I'll just show it sometime like I did with the E-Whip on death. You see, that was very helpful because I had never had the opportunity to take an E-Whip on death. So I just had the belief in my head that it would break all of the sides, and you showed me that it absolutely does. I don't know why, but it does. I think you're confusing end lag with hit stun. Well, because, yeah, I mean, if you hit the boss with the shield, it will stun them, but some normal enemies and some bosses, I think, also can continue their combo if they unstun fast enough, so it's weird. I don't like relying on stun for that reason. Especially elites. Elites have more stun resistance. So I think we're gonna at least go cavern. I don't want to go to the bank. I have, I think, no reason to do that. We can just take Wish in the next area and I think get equal or higher level equipment anyways. So let's just go to the graveyard. Kinda says, time to get bodied by 3 elite gold gorgers. I would body them, I think. With the run, with the build. With the shield. That was a little scary. Well, that time it didn't work because I hit the wrong button, but... You know, that's a legendary bone. Why does it always show up on a run in which I don't want it? Because I don't need it. The fiddly long range attempt at hitting them with the assault shield, it actually does seem to be a little bit... I can't tell if it's more consistent at parrying, but what it does seem to do is it does seem to it does seem to be able to push more enemies around, which is nice. How many legendaries is that now? That's a lot of legendaries, you're not wrong. I still might want to use the weapon that we have been using, but you gotta admit the bone has been pretty decent. But the baseball bat has like almost triple DPS on stuns. There's a reason why this is just such a good freaking weapon. Because it's such a good freaking weapon. Does Necromancy heal to 100% now? Necromancy heals to 100%, however, it has diminishing returns. It heals more when you're at low health and less when you're at high health. So Necromancy, it says, the effect scales with max health reduced as you get closer to full health. So yeah, Necromancy is good again. It's actually pretty decent. We're at like 89% health, right? We're still at 89% health. Now we're at 90. We just killed like 5 enemies. So it'll take a while to get back up to full. You know what? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, that didn't parry the thing. It just went through it. Oh, because I was rolling, technically. Ah! Okay, see, this is why words are important. So, the reason I think why I'm being told that if you hold Y and press B, this is more consistent at parrying, is because I think you still get the parry, but you're technically in the middle of a dodge roll, which means that the enemy is not hitting you. You only have a parry possibility of happening. Except now that I think about it, I don't think that's correct, because I am still stunning the enemies by hitting them with the shield. So maybe you can't get hit, but you can still hit with the shield, but that doesn't help much, except just give you the more distance. That's weird. Because, like, I still hit him with the shield, even though it wasn't a parry. Okay. Yeah, like, it's still not parrying. But it is more movement, which keeps you out of the range of enemies, I guess. It's faster movement, it can hit more enemies and stun more enemies, so, you know, it's got its values. So I think I was wrong. I think you do still hit the enemy with the shield, of course. I don't know, it's wonky. I don't understand. Have you ever made a Dead Cells monster tier list organized by most difficult or annoying? I didn't mean to eat the food. Most difficult / annoying definitely has to be Gold Gorgers. No. Mimics. S tier. As in most annoying. Still has a Gungeon item tier list in the roster. Well, for that one, I was originally thinking, oh, I can make like a cool little Gungeon mod that would actually cycle through all of the weapons one at a time, so I could rate them like in the game naturally. And then I was like, nah, that's stupid. That takes way too much time and effort that I don't have. So I didn't do it. Go figure. Excuse me. All right, almost missed you. Right, you can't parry that. I didn't actually like mean to try to parry that. Mimic Scourgers followed by Burbs early on Paris Duck Scissaplum. I have no idea what that means. What is a Paris Duck? Oven Knights are annoying? Nah, Oven Knights aren't that bad. They get one free block. I guess they're bad like if you have a very big slow weapon, but I don't find them particularly annoying. Oven Knight is like a D tier annoying for me. Even the failed experiments are like C tier annoying. Rampaging zombies are like A tier annoying. Mimics are S+. You know what? Come here, come on. Ow, there's a rat up here. I was itching my nose. Arbiters? Arbiters are like B tier annoying. They're not that bad, but they can get kind of difficult depending on whether or not you're able to correctly analyze their attack pattern. There's more stuff down here. Just one rat. Never mind. Oh Lord, librarian, yeah, maybe S-. Honestly, they would be S tier annoying if they had. Oh God, we're gonna have to do a new level here. They would be S tier annoying if they had random grenade patterns, but because it's so consistent every time, you just start to learn where to stand. You can stand directly below them or above them. Stop hitting the chest. Or if you are to the side of them, you just have to make sure to dodge roll before it explodes. A tier annoying, maybe even S tier annoying, are those book writers. They can be frustrating because they track you. They track you a lot. Okay, before we get that, we need to see about any upgrades. Cat upgrade? It's a sizable cat upgrade. Those are the librarians? Okay, then yeah. I thought the book writers were librarians. I guess they are, I just didn't know their name. I don't remember the names of everything. You are a mimic. I can't believe that actually was a legit parry. Okay, we have a level 11 cat. Fair enough. I can't believe that worked so well. Oh God. I wanna get some more cash before we go. Abe, you could have just gotten the 10,000 from a previous floor. No. Get that out of here. Get that whole thinking out of here. Right, stuck. I remember when I first started, the bombardiers in Stilt Village were my most hated enemy. Are bombardiers the guys that shoot the mortar shots? I remember, and I don't know if this is still the case because I haven't played on like BC 0 through 4 in a long time, but you used to have the, pirate captains, okay. You used to have the jetpack flying, knife plummeting attack bastards in the first area, the prisoners' quarters, right? God. I don't know if that's still the case or if that was just, from a certain version of the game, but they were misery. And they were in every level. They were in the Stilt Village, they were in the sewers. It's like wherever you went, they appeared. Weren't Arbiters also early on as well? I never played when Arbiters were outside of their current biome. Right now they're only in the cavern. I never played before, during the time period before that. Correction, I never played in the immediate time period before that. I played a ton of Dead Cells. I played it since early access, but I didn't play those specific versions when they were added in. At least I don't remember. Okay, so we gotta do the chest and then we are leaving, and I think we could go to the cavern, but the sepulcher is safer. I guess the question is, who do we want to fight? Like, what boss? The bone would be like a decent enough weapon for the giant. We could go to the cavern and take a wish. We might be able to wish some high level equipment, some level 4, not level 14s, but some level 12s. We would have to kill 10 enemies before we get hit, which isn't terrible. There are arbiters. Unfortunately, a lot of the enemies in the caverns are resistant to stuns. The skeletons, aka the jumping bouncers, the birds, even the big guys who have the shelly backs, I think they're resistant to stun as well. So there's a lot of stun resistance, and we're not gonna really get a lot of value out of the baseball bat down there, but I kinda still feel like it, and then after that, maybe Mausoleum? I think the Guardian would be... The Guardian's easy. Like, I can fight the Guardian with my eyes closed, so I feel like I should fight either Clock or Mausoleum just for doing it. What's the Legendary Bonk? Legendary Bonk is when you kill an enemy, a root cloud spreads to nearby enemies. So that's what it is. Chain rooting. But yeah, I think we could probably try Mozzie. Which means I think I'll go to the cavern. I'm just planning the route, and then we're gonna do the chest. So we have to kill 10 enemies. Because I don't think anything else lived through the floor. I think we murder. There's one enemy. I'm not gonna go fight the one enemy. He can survive. And I think we'll go Wish. I mean, if we're going Cavern, that's the prime wish opportunity. We have so much money. I think I will get the health as well. Just to make sure we're at full. Didn't mean to drop my bone. Sorry about that, everybody. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to do that. Connie says you're gonna die on the 10th enemy. Pfft. What are you betting? I bet I'm gonna die on the 3rd enemy, but 10th specifically? What are you betting? See, this would be the time if Mud was here to say, hey, you could set up a poll. Going to the cavern with 10 curse? I don't know. All of your channel points. Now that's when you know it's real. Give me wish. Guess. We'll do it. I was expecting you to not pay attention and die in the pink liquid. That would have also been very hilarious. I have had very good curse deaths somewhat recently, of just being cursed and then completely forgetting and then just running into like a simple enemy, like into a demon imp or whatever the heck it's called. That was a good time. Right, you do break the doors. I wish you didn't do that. Thanks. This is why I wish you didn't do that, because there's enemies up here, you freaking fool. So this guy could be difficult, but I got a cat. So we should be okay. Now I don't have a cat anymore though, so we gotta be careful. No! He turned around. He turned around! Panicking. Panicking. Little panic. Little panic. We should get summoned enemies at some point too. No. I'd rather not. There is a imp, but he should be, I gotta do this manually, I think. Oh, there he is. Why am I so fiddly with this right now, all of a sudden? Why am I so freaking fiddly? Hey. That'll do it. Why can I not hit him? Thank you, cat. I don't know why I couldn't hit the simple zombie. Something going on there. Something I don't appreciate. No, get back here. No, get back here. Thank you. I just clenched, says Eplum. I also just clenched my butt. I gotta do the long distance one. Now that I'm not one hit away from death, I can practice. Doesn't stun him for that long, but that's, you know, it never said it was going to stun him for a long time. Just said that it does stun. Connie was 90% right. That one zombie almost killed me because I was attacking the wall, I guess. Ugh, okay. Don't forget, you have Wish. Would have been a hell of a clip. One day I'll throw for content. That day is not today. Wow, I went through him. See, that's an interesting one. Like, why did I go through him without stunning him at all? Very interesting little mechanic there. Little interaction between the, well, the bugs, really. And he says a Moonlight is a medium. But you were wrong! Yeah, if I assault shield through him, it doesn't do anything. Yo, knock it off. There we go, thank you. I think I killed him. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, Jim. Which means come here. I just want to keep pushing enemies off the ledge with the shield tech now. Features, particularly the feature is not an exact science. Not even close to being exact. Freaking wrong. It's close enough. Not even close. Hey. Can I parry that? See, like, why does that happen? I shield bash through them and then I can't attack at all. It's so weird. Parries are more consistent when you just use parry, quick, click, release. Just, you mean tap? Why? When I do the shield tech through enemies, I seem to just get stuck in a position where I can't attack them, which is kind of funny. Whip? Nah. All right. Yeah, make it easy on me. Ah, the cat is spreading oil. Look at that. See, that guy is becoming an elite, and he wasn't even getting stunned. If there's another failed experiment, I want to try something. Excuse me. Couldn't see myself in the full cluster that was happening there. Assault shield, by the way, really good against taking out the Arbiter grenade. Well, not an elite, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do anything. But if there's another failed experiment, I wanna see if just pressing Y and bashing into him gives him like more time on the stun. Get out of here. I also forgot that I can definitely parry projectiles. I don't know why I forgot about that until just now. Yeah, AJD is correct, ugly worm eggs, and anything else that has a grenade. Also another one of those oven knights, if they are facing towards me, I want to see if pressing Y will break their shield. There's a lot that I want to kind of test out. There's a flying enemy, I think. Okay. You, I know that's very good against. Why is it just the elites? What, 3 levels, I'll take it. What exploded? I got pushed back or something. Stop turning around! Why did he turn around? I'm right there! Ugh, freaking jerk. There's the exit. I'm trying to test something. Whoa. I always get so surprised by basic enemies behind me. It's a gun! Do we want to have a legendary gun on this run? Swap out the baseball bat? We can walk around just blasting people. Hey, come here. Gun! Just gun in chat. Gun, gun! Blasting fools. I'm liking the run right now. If we take gun, I'll definitely be changing from constant assault shield to just gunning. But it is fun to gun. It's not a max level gun. Really? How are you not dead? I guess you don't get stunned either. That went through him too. Yeah, that went through him as well. It's freaking... Oh man, the malaise is so high. Wasn't even paying attention. The freaking assault shield just kind of goes through enemies sometimes. I don't know why. From the Stone Age to the Imperial Age. Oh, I didn't attack that or shield it. My bad. And every time I find one of those enemies, I can't do my little experiment because they're like already stunned or already elites. You. He died too quickly before I could actually test, but you know, I guess that's probably good enough. He's dead, Jim. So we could try to go for a more high level gun. You come here. Yeah, so Assault Shield doesn't even break his armor at all. That's so weird. What is Magic Missile legendary? It's something boring, isn't it? I think it might be something boring. Yeah, that didn't stun him for that long. That parried him, though. Yeah, the stun is so temporary. Magic missile might be like movement speed or shots leave a trail of flames or something. I don't think it's particularly interesting. I'll look it up for you though, because I'm also curious myself since I forgot. We are almost done. As soon as we grab the scroll, we will figure out what we want to pick up and wish. My God, 15,000 HP, that's a lot. I would be willing to wish for a gun. It will probably be better for the boss fights, especially because it has way more range. I left food. I will go get the food. No worries about that. I guess you can't have the assault shield like stun enemies forever. That'd be too much. What did I come down here for? I thought there was something that, oh, there was something that I missed. Okay. There's another assault shield. So, shops. Random skills. We could get a cat. Would be a level 12 cat. More skills, so we are quite likely to get the cat. And then this is a weapon shop. I would not be against a level 12 gun. Since it showed up, it's on my mind. Let's see. Okay, level 12 gun. Now I've got a gun. It has a lot of range, which I really like. So if we go fight the Scarecrow, we can hopefully use this to hit him when he's not looking, you know? Just in case we need it, we'll take the baseball bat. And we are out of here. Poisons the enemy. We'll definitely re-roll and we'll look for combos. I love that it has its own icon too. Was there an enemy there? No, that was a cat. I do also like that it's also just called pistol. I wish they called it gun, but the funny thing about the pistol is that it lists normal DPS, crit DPS, but it only crits. So that DPS number is like way off. And I find that to be funny. Gun the boss down. That's the idea anyways. We'll get a cat if one shows up. There's another shop too. That was a very weird jump. Do you see that? What the heck? Whee! Hold on. I do like a superhero hop or something when I climb that. You're right, I do have a level 11 cat, but I'll spend for a level 12. Got 60 grand. There you go. It's actually a sizable damage upgrade too. I'll keep the sinew slicer, why not? Okay. It didn't work. The other food was somewhere. There it is. Adzi, welcome. You're watching my Hollow Knight Let's Play. I very much enjoyed Hollow Knight. I still think about maybe doing a Steel Soul run, and I can't wait for Silk Song, and I will definitely play it when it comes out, but I don't know when that is. but I'm glad to hear you're enjoying it. Thank you for saying that. No, I wanted to, well, no, I wanted to fight the Scarecrow, so I'm gonna fight the Scarecrow. But in my head, I'm like, you know what you should do? You should fight the Giant instead. No, we're gonna go fight the Scarecrow. Late 2023, so any day now, but more likely December 29th. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed. It happens. Frost Blast, Syringe, Flamethrower Turret. Whoops. Okay, we need to reroll. What are we looking for? That's the question. More damage on bleeding. If we can make this have shots leave a trail of flames, that would be really nice because we could get burning oil. So let's see what we get. More damage on poison. More damage on poison. Poison's enemies blocked with a parry but not hit. Covers the ground with oil that burns. We can throw a trap into the arena before the boss fight starts, and that gives us burning oil. Please. Please? I do like crits up. Burning poison. This is the most I've spent looking for, there we go. Burning oil, thank you. So there we've got, covers the ground with oil that burns, which I think is as good as we're gonna get it. Double damage burning oil, sure. So you have to destroy the turret to get the burning oil. We have burning oil on our downwards attacks. But then, let's wait for that fire to dissipate, and then we hit, boom. Now we got burning oil. I believe it does apply oil to the boss, but even if it doesn't, our weapons do that. This will be interesting. I don't know how this is gonna work, but oh, dude, okay, so throw the trap first. My malaise is so high. Oh, are you kidding me? I made him go into a new phase of his attack pattern, but the mushrooms were on the ground. I've never seen that before. I don't know why I always fight the jank boss. This guy is so jank. Oh well. They exploded fast. I couldn't get away from him fast enough, but also I think it was the turret that was also hitting him, which caused him to explode. But it's just a jank fight. Not my favorite. Let me guess. Oh, shipwreck. Nah. Imagine if you didn't heal like yesterday. I mean, I should have healed, but I was looking at his health bar and I knew we could kill him. Oh, you mean if I didn't heal yesterday? Yeah, I should have healed yesterday. Careful, don't get addicted to the assault shield. It's a fun weapon. There we go. Heal up. I am enjoying the assault shield. I'm also enjoying the gun. Oh, wall chicken. It does a little less than listed damage per hit, which is pretty damn good. And in reality, that DPS is very much underestimated. It did 90,000. Very much underestimating the damage it can do. That didn't hit him? How did that not hit him? I was point blank in the back of his head. You kidding me? Did 50,000 and then 80,000. Why? Oh, more damage on a stunned target. Hey, we do have another little shield synergy, I guess. Very minor, but also gun. Saint Coast says, Revolver, I'm convinced, is the most OP weapon in the game. I don't know if it's the most OP weapon. It might be the most satisfying. For me personally, anyways. Let's do this. To just shoot everyone. Get out of there. Get out of there! Gastro for point blank. Point blank doesn't work. This is technically a melee weapon, not a ranged weapon. You might think that that's weird because it's a gun. I've tested it before, I think. So yeah, unfortunately, point blank is point useless. Dude, the shield tech is actually so satisfying. Oh my god. You just run into all the enemies, you aggregate them together, and you just smash them. Dun, dun, dun. Most damage weapon is legendary symmetrical. Well, it's the most damage for free, yeah. Most damage would be legendary curse sword, but you don't get the, you know, the damage bonus for free. Really? I guess I've got to hit you with the shield in order to kill you in one hit. I wonder if you can roll another quad damage on the legendary symmetrical lance. I don't believe so, because it's the unique quad modifier, right? Symmetrical lance has more damage than the cursed sword. Really? Doesn't sound right. The whole point of the curse sword is that it does more damage. So the fact that another weapon can have more damage does seem a little weird. We don't need a new weapon. Magic Bow 2 has stupid damage. Magic Bow is a weapon that I really like for the backpack. You got me. Because it'll fire all the shots whenever it shoots, right? I like that one, that's pretty good. Alucard's sword. Huh? That's for nothing. Done it. We've done all three? We've done all three. AJD says, I'm kind of skeptical about this. About what? this awesome run that we have, or symmetrical lance doing more damage than cursed sword. I would need numbers on that one. I would need someone to show me the math. Whatever. I'm done here. Imagine you were one of the mobs and some demigod just bum rushes you with a shield and shoots you point blank. Faster than you've ever seen anyone move before, too. Uh-oh. Whiffed that one. Force Spear's pretty damn good. But also, don't need it, because I got a gun. Any other games you're looking forward to? When do you think they're gonna make the next Doom? Do you think there's gonna be another one? Do you think they're gonna stick with the fast-paced action formula that they've done in 2016 and more specifically Doom Eternal, or do you think they're gonna go for a different style? Tranquility does work with tactic whips, so the gun should. The point is that Tranquility is only distance. Tranquility might work with the gun if you're far enough away from the gun, but point blank doesn't because it's not technically a ranged weapon. Tranquility works with anything, melee or ranged or whatever. Skills. I think it works with skills, right? Because it just increases your damage. Should work with skills. Quake? When was the last Quake game? I mean, I remember Doom 3 and Quake 4 came out at about the same time, similar times. When was the last Quake game? Quake Champions? That's like more specifically a multiplayer game though, right? When was the last Quake single player experience? Because I can't remember. Maybe it was actually just like Quake 4. I don't know. I don't know if they would make a Quake before Doom. I guess it really does depend on what they would want to make. If they want to make a single player or a multiplayer experience, because I don't know too many people who talk up the Doom multiplayer, but everyone loves Quake, I think. Connie says, I would drool over a modern OG Quake with 9-inch nails on the soundtrack. I don't know if I would drool over it, but it could be fun. As a I'm more of a single player gamer, so I would love a single player Quake. I would love a single player Quake that focuses hard on the sort of like Eldritchian alien styles of who you're actually fighting. Because it's not hell, it's just like another dimension. And you fight these like horrid creatures. It's not quite body horror, but I think it would work really well if they actually went down that route. You had like these body horror enemies that you had to just fight through. I mean, in the first game, don't you fight like Shogoth or something? Yeah, Shub-Niggurath. So like quite literally, you are fighting eldritch enemies, eldritch creatures. I would love that. We're good. Let's put that there, and then we'll recycle it when we walk into the arena in 10 seconds. Maybe we'll get some fire on him too. If he gets close enough to the turret. I should have maybe tried to throw it a little bit further in. Woo! 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 He'll come. What if the eldritch horrors that make it into our reality are just lost and scared children? They're still lost and scared children that have no problems with, like, destroying humanity because we're insects to them. So, you know, it's all about survival on our front. Yeah, exactly. If they're threatening humanity at large, they still gotta be taken out. Oh, by the way, you deal plus 300% damage, but you can't use any other item. You know what? I think a quad, so this is quad damage. A quad damage cursed sword, legendary, is probably less damage than the quad damage symmetrical lance, because you can still use your other equipment. Connie says, you gotta. F that noise. You kidding me? I gotta my ass. MacLeod says, makes me think of the child enemies from Prey. I never did finish Prey. I tried to play a little bit of it on my own. It's a fun game. With a cool design. And I like the idea of fighting weird mimic aliens. That still hit you. I guess you still take fall damage. Woo! Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't know I could go through the little floor. Thank you, kitty. God, the gun is just so good. Woo! 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 I find that way more funny than I should. Also, I don't have any bonus jumps, but we don't need it for the boss. I do need to go outside. Hold on. There we go. Food shop. And this damage goes up when enemies are stunned or on fire. Woo. That's so good. Mother of Zerg, thank you very much for the resub. Another month, another sub. I made it to the stream because I didn't go to work today. It's also Sunday. But thank you very much for the resub. I hope you're having a great day off. Ow. You got me. You got me. Okay, can I go now? Did you know that there's a chance that a rampager can slide on the platform under you and attack straight after instead of jumping down? Rampager can slide on the platform under you and attack straight after instead of jumping down. Rampaging zombies? Or is that a different enemy? The stuff you learned on cursed sword runs. How do I, oh, just go this way. Bonk. Dead Cells has a gun. Everything dying in one hit. I mean, that's just the makings of a good Cells run at that point, you know? You want everything to die in one hit. It is a level 12 gun. He took 2 hits. I don't say everything. John Dead Cells. I mean, when I picked up, I originally found that my first legendary gun was in a Fractured Shrines level, so I had the choice of taking it. Oops. And I did ensure that when that video went up on YouTube, I made a John Wick reference. Won't somebody please get this man a gun? That didn't even count as a parry. If that doesn't count as a parry, what would? Whoa, 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 whoa. Really thought he would die. You have iframes. That's interesting. You fell on my head. That's annoying. Adzi says it feels strange when there's real-time response to my comments. Dude, I'm so bad at going on YouTube and responding to comments. I'm so sorry to everyone. I know I need to be better at it. I just never have the time to actually sit down and give people the actual like thought out responses that I want to give people, as long as people are being nice. Most people are nice. You get an occasional comment, but most people are nice. You try to dodge around me, I've got a freaking gun, dude. Hey, hello, welcome. Hell 9 from outer space. And 9, welcome as well. You both show up at like the same time. Why is that? Are you secretly the same person? God, it's so much more maneuverable using this freaking shield. This. There we go. All right, time to get the heck out of here. Hold on. It parried! I got the 1 in a million parry. Food was up here, I think. Much more likely that they're Siamese twins. Yeah, conjoin. There you go. I knew the word was in there somewhere. Go up. Anyways, which run is this? This is a survival run with a gun. We are the ultimate survivalist. And also assault shield nonsense. We can reset mutations. We're gonna get, man, we have so much HP. 7 in off color is terrible. Siam is Thailand's old name, but I don't think it was Thailand's name when the term came in use. I believe. I think we should take, I guess support. Support, we're gonna have the turret down at like all times, so that'll work. Sure. Just solid 30% damage upgrade. Second, third, first. First run. Bit of a long run, but I like chilling and talking in the shops and stuff. I'm not trying to speed run, trying to have a good time. Okay, so we're not gonna have oil for a bit. Damn it. I was really hoping we could get a flawless, but that's okay. Should still attack. Hey, he's nice. Just die. It's hard to do this with the the shield tech, but also his syringe hitbox is just so goddamn large. Anyways, good run. I had fun with it. I like using the gun. It's a strong weapon. I like that I say that right as 9 says, I think a machete and pistol and even pistol deal too low base damage. I think the pistol is totally fine, because what you do lose a little bit of damage using the machete pistol, but the pistol AoE attack is so large, it's easy to hit with, and you can stay a little bit more at range to enemies and be a little bit safer. It's a fun weapon to utilize, it's easy to hit with, and its damage is actually pretty good. I took way too much damage on that final fight, but I don't care. I got to use a gun. Ugh. And now I'm immediately trying to press YB to do fast dodge rolls. I'm like, I'm moving too slowly. Oh, that's gonna ruin me if I try to use assault shield tech anymore. But at least we learned a few things on this run, I feel. It was a fun run, and for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.